Hello my crafty tribe, this is Artsy Maddie and let's get creative. So today I'm starting off with these two little candle tea light, like an electronic tea light that I found at DollarTree. I couldn't quite tell, I found these right at the beginning of Halloween stock, so I can't quite tell if they were leftovers from last year because I didn't see them get restocked or anyone hauling them, but I did find them this year, so hopefully maybe some of you did too. And I've just given all the raised parts of it a coat of primer and a light color paint, just to give myself that light base coat to work on. And now I'm just going in with some folk art paint. Oh my goodness, folk art is just the best. It has the best pigment, best coverage. I know it costs a little bit more than the other paints, but man, is it worth it. And then I'm going to be working a lot in this video with nail polish. So I love that sheen and metallic kind of look you can get with nail polish. I have saved all my nail polish from the last 20 years. I use it right till it's gone, like till I use the last drop of it. It kind of lasts forever. Sometimes it gets a little bit thick, but you can even just add in a little bit of acetone and kind of water it down, just like you'd water down your chalk paint and that sort of thing. So I would suggest it. I mean, I hoard everything that's like craft supplies, anything creative, but I have used these for tons of projects over the years. So I have a big bin of them. They come in really handy for lots of projects. Maybe you guys might want to do that too, or maybe you already do, let me know. So this one's a little bit gummy, but it works okay because I can get those really fine details with it. And it does, it hardens just like your other nail polish would anyway. So no harm done. So using all of them, I think some of these are from my high school days because I can't even remember the last time I wore blue nail polish. Let me know, did you ever wear blue nail polish? Maybe in the 90s? So just going through, I added some opalescent kind of white to the teeth. And I didn't have a nice bright yellow. I've never really found a nice bright yellow nail polish, but I'll have to keep my eye out now. Maybe it exists nowadays. But yeah, just going in with lots of vibrant, beautiful colors. And hopefully you already saw the thumbnail, but this video is going to be all for Dia de los Muertos and the Day of the Dead festival. This is my first year really celebrating it. I've always loved it. I love the idea of it. I love the look of it, all the crafts that everyone makes. So I just really wanted to celebrate that this year and make a bunch of crafts for ofrendas. So an ofrendas is like a little shrine that you make to your ancestors or your loved ones that have passed on, and you just remember them and you eat their favorite foods and provide things for them to quote unquote visit you. I'm hoping that just means like by a dream or something, but anyway, I love the idea of it, just that they're remembered and cherished and loved. So inside of these little candle holders, I just wanted to create like a little screen just to make them look a little more high-end. And then the exciting part, it lights up all different colors. So it has this fun little tea light inside of it that changes colors, which I wasn't expecting. I didn't notice that on the tag, and it was kind of a neat little surprise. So today's video is part of the 5 Under 5 DIY playlist challenge, and it is an open challenge that's hosted by Missi from Crafty, Cove DIY, and Emily from Farm Time Chic. They are the queens of farmhouse, I call them. I just love what they do, lots of great ideas. And then our guest host this month is Michelle from Moxie DIY in Java. I just love her, super creative, awesome friends. So please check out the playlist and be sure to check each of the hosts and co-hosts channel. I'll have a link to all that in my description box. So now just moving on, I have a vase from DollarTree, which I'm sure you've seen before if you've been into a DollarTree. It's kind of one of their staple pieces. I coated it with some gloss white spray paint, and then I just put some Fix-All adhesive onto the bottom of the vase and stuck it onto one of these plastic trays. I was lucky enough to find one of these at my DollarTree. And then I'm going to turn it into a Dias de los Muertos tray. So I have these beautiful, beautiful little skull beads from BeeBeeCraft. I will have a link to them in my description box. They come 120 of them to a bag, so they are a super deal. They have awesome detail, like they have little paint into their teeth and their eyes. They're just the perfect little skull beads. I love them. I'm so excited. I use them on so many projects you're gonna see for this, so I highly recommend them. They're super good quality. So what I did was just take apart a bunch of little flowers that I had in my stash, and then I'm gluing the little skull bead inside of the little flower onto my tray. So you'll notice it's going to be an alternating pattern, but on each row there's going to be 3 little spaces between each flower and skull. So hopefully it'll make sense here in a moment. That's the pattern I picked. I just thought it would be too much to do like every other like hole in the tray, so this is just kind of the pattern I decided to go with. So I'm just getting them all glued on. I even did a few around the base, around the bottom, or I guess it would be the top of the vase, the bottom of our little tray here that we're building. So same thing on the bottom, I just alternated. So I spaced them out. There's 4 around the bottom on the lower part, and then 4 just up above, just spaced in between those flowers as well. And I just tried to alternate all of the little skull faces and the flowers so that there wasn't a lot of repeats, like all the colors were with a different colored flower sort of thing. And then I'm just going in with a bunch of sequins. So I just picked out some fun colored sequins and then just hot gluing them in place too, just to add a little bit more detail to the tray. So same thing, I just randomly alternated colors. So there was no real pattern, but just spacing them out so that there isn't like 2 greens beside each other or 2 pinks beside each other, that sort of thing. And then once I had that done, I am going to be working with some, think of it as like a heavy ribbon, because I'm not exactly sure what this is. I got a big roll of it at a thrift store once, but any ribbon would do, any color you like. This is one of those projects you just customize it with all your favorite colors and what you enjoy, or even throw some burlap on there. Whatever floats your boat, whatever kind of colors and fabrics that you like. So I'm just using this because I have it. It's nice and like this sturdy black fabric. I plan to use it as a drapery lining, like for the tops of draperies, but I honestly don't know what it is, like what it was exactly made for. It kind of has like a canvasy texture to it. So same thing on the bottom of this little tray here. I am just going to add in some sequins on the bottom as well and just alternate those two. So again, just trying to make sure not to have the same colors beside each other and just kind of alternate. And here is the tray all put together. I just thought it was really fun be sure to check out those beads. I just love them. I can't get enough of their cute little faces. And the detail, I don't know how they got that color into the teeth and eyes and nowhere else. Like, they're really good quality. So moving on to the next project, I'm going to frame out this really pretty love sign that I found at DollarTree. So I'm just working with some scrap wood that I have. I had cut down a whole bunch of 1x2s down the middle. Actually, my father helped me with that. But they've come in so handy for framing out things. Of course, like if you're used to using the DollarTree Jenga blocks, those little tumbling tower blocks, I think is what everybody calls them. Like, by all means, just do that, or whatever scrap wood you have laying around. But I'm just framing out a piece of wood that holds this large love sticker that I found at DollarTree, and I'm just getting the wood all glued together. So the thing about wood glue is it's super strong, like almost as strong as nails. If you just let it dry overnight, it has lots of strength to it. And then I just went in with a couple staples to reinforce it. So then I have these little foam bones from the Halloween section at DollarTree. And then I wanted to have them inside of another frame just to kind of protect them so they don't get wrecked or squished, you know, when you have to pack everything away for storage. So I'm just building out another little tiny frame inside. This is just with some stakes that were in the garden section of the other dollar store that we have here. But just, again, any scrap wood or those tumbling tower blocks, whatever you have. I don't have as much patience for those. I just feel like lining those up and stuff is just even more work. But if you have the patience, by all means, if you can get those mega packs of those are a pretty good deal. So once I had this all glued down, I'm just putting it all together with wood glue, leaving it overnight to dry, and then it's super sturdy. Like, it's a really well-built frame, and as long as it doesn't go outside, then that's as much strength as I need. So then I'm just painting it with a bunch of fun colors. So for the inner frame, I'm just painting it with this fun aqua color. And then for the outer frame, I am doing a bubblegum pink. So just a nice, really bright pink. And I just kind of pulled like just nice, bright, happy colors, and that'll coordinate with this love sign. And then a really nice, like rich blue here, like a really pretty royal blue. And then on the inside of those little frames, like where the foam bones are gonna go, I just put in some black into those little crevices there and got that all painted out black. So just take your time. If you have to mask off sections or whatever, by all means do that. I was just using some flat brushes and it seemed to work okay. So here is the love sign that I was talking about. I thought these were so pretty. Those really nice metallic-y colors. It's just beautiful. I love it. So I got that all centered down in the frame. And then I decided I would actually use a combination. So the little foam bones, the longer ones, are from DollarTree. And then I also found these little plastic bones at Dollarama. So I'm just gonna alternate. I'll do a foam bone and then a plastic bone. This is just for inspiration though. I mean, just as a way to use these little bones as a decorative item. Like maybe you already have an existing frame like this or something for Halloween. That would be fun too. Just like everything, it's just for inspiration. So then, because I'm artsy Maddie and you know that I'm always like detail after detail, so this is for all my crafty tribe that loves the details. So I'm just gonna go in with these little necklace bones. These are from DollarTree as well. They're perfect colors for this. So I just went in and trimmed little pieces. So it's like a bone, skull is the pattern here. And then I just cut some of them apart and just kind of played with them a little bit and got them glued down with just some clear tacky glue, the Aleene's clear tacky glue. I actually can't remember where I ran into that. That might have come from DollarTree. I can't be sure though, but if you see that, it really does dry and stay clear. It's a really great product. So just getting these all tacked on. I know they won't be on here super strong, but I'm just gonna try and be protective of it. It'll hang up and then just get packed away softly with some plastic around it to protect it. So just taking your time, getting them all laid out in a fun kind of design with the letters. And then some more detail. So I had this cute little scallop tracing, what do you call it, a stencil, like a really hard stencil. So I just traced out this little scallop edge all around the edge of the inner frame, and then just went over that with some light green nail polish just to give it that like sheen, kind of metallic-y sheen, just like the love picture. And then I went back in with some blue nail polish and just did lots of dots of blue. So just really simple. If you can paint your nails, you can do this. And then I did a bigger scallop on the outer frame and just painted that with some metallic pink that was just that little bit darker. Went in with some purple dots. And then after I was done with that, I also went in with some orangey, coppery dots as well, just like the orange in the love sign. So you guys will have to let me know what you think, and if you would ever go to this much detail on yours, or would you do something completely different? Have you guys seen this love sign at your DollarTree? Are these available everywhere? I was pretty excited to see all these metallic stickers coming in. I thought they were really nice. So I just stuck a couple flowers in at the top just to cover up the little hanger that it was on as well. They're not permanently on there, they're just kind of stuck in there temporarily. And then I was lucky enough to find these little porcelain or bisque, I don't know what you call them. They're actually probably just plaster, but these cute little, there's two little skulls that are the Day of the Dead look, and then a little owl as well. And I just thought they were so cute. I was so excited to find them. So I'm just gonna go through these two and paint them. I'll go through this quite quickly. Just for ideas though, if you guys wanted to pick these up, and maybe this will inspire you to like use some of these colors, or I'm also going to go through a lot of this with nail polish as well. So the black is just acrylic black paint. I didn't do anything fancy with the black. It's just plain old acrylic paint. I did give these 2 coats of white spray paint as well though. They were a little bit scuffed up just from being on the shelf and stuff, so I thought I would just clean them up and make them easier to paint on with just a couple coats of white gloss spray paint. And I suggested it helped a lot. It worked out really well. So then around the owl, I just wanted to make him look like he had a skull and the bones too. So I just kind of traced out like a little ovally shape around his face and just marked out where I was going to put the black. So if you guys are interested in painting these, I'll be sure to take some close-up pictures, like front, back, and post those onto my Instagram. So if you guys haven't connected with me on Instagram yet, and you are interested in painting these, I'll try and post those pictures quite quickly here. And then if you wanted to like look at them for reference or just get ideas from them, I'll have them on there as well. So I'll just kind of let you guys enjoy the painting, but yeah, again, just all these nail polishes. It is kind of funny how many I still have. I did finish off a couple of them with these projects, but yeah, it's just fun. It gives you that kind of enameled pottery type look. Like you really get those glossy metallic sheens that you would get like with glazes from pottery. So I just thought this was kind of a fun, easy way to kind of fake that they're pottery or porcelain or whatever you want to call them. Were you guys lucky enough to find any of these at your Dollar Tree? I even seen them afterwards, like when I went back a week or two later, they still had some in the store, so I was surprised to see that, because when you go into those pottery painting places, like even just the white bisque pieces to work on are quite expensive, so these are a great deal for $1.25. I was really excited to find them. So we're just going in with the really vibrant colors. I pulled out all of the bright colors of nail polish that I had, and then I even started to blend colors together. So here I'm just blending like a shimmery, glittery green in with that light, bright green. And then of course the lighter colors take a couple coats just to get good coverage. And then on these little scrolly bits too, just trying to blend in the purples. Purple into blue. And this is quite easy, it's just like painting your nails, and then the little dots are super easy too. All you're doing is basically dripping like a little tiny dot down onto your project. And there's so many ideas, like so much inspiration on Pinterest, or even if you just do a Google image search, they're called sugar skulls. And there's so many designs and so many colors. There's so much inspiration out there. So here they are all finished. You guys will have to let me know, do you think it gives them that kind of pottery, porcelain coloring and sheen? I think the owl is my favorite. And this is my mom. This is my sweet mom. I miss her so much. So then for the last project, I actually have this blue vase that was given to me. I think it was with some other things that I picked up, and I was gonna donate it because I really don't do a lot with blue, like that bright royal blue, but for some reason it hung around and now I am using it. So we're giving it some new life. I'm going in with some gloss Mod Podge, and then this tablecloth, this Day of the Dead tablecloth that was also from Dollar Tree. And I just cut out a few of the little characters off of it, so a few of the sugar skulls, and then they actually made little sugar skull pumpkins. I thought that was so cute. So originally I had thought I'll do this so neatly and I'll push out all the little bubbles and wrinkles, but this vase is so curvy, it was just impossible not to get wrinkles. So I decided to just go with it and make it look really arts and crafty and just go with it. Just embrace all the little wrinkles and make them part of the project. And it's fine. I actually ended up really liking it. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. And it's a super easy project. Kids could do this for sure. And that tablecloth is super easy to cut out. I actually used some little kid scissors because my boys have been using my fussy cut scissors for school projects, so I couldn't find them and just used some kid scissors, but they were super easy to cut out. So highly recommend. I had to make a couple little snippets just because this vase is so curved. So the only thing I would recommend is maybe a little bit of a less curvy vase for sure. And then once I got all of these Mod Podge down, actually I started making little slits before I put it down, and that made it a little bit easier to get it on that really rounded part. So you guys will see, I just embraced the wrinkles, and I was gonna clear the Mod Podge off of the glass, but I decided that was quite impossible as well. So I also just went with that. I coated the whole thing with Mod Podge, and it just kind of gives it that handcrafted texture, and I like it. So then I had these little napkins. These are also from the party section of Dollar Tree, and I just took my time, not too fussy cut though, like I really just cut out the little white squares around these little papel de picado, I think is what they call it. It represents the wind. When you're talking about Dia de los Muertos, they provide the wind for the spirits. So I just thought these were so cute. So I just cut them out, took them down to that 1 ply of the tissue of the napkin, and then just Mod Podged those on as well. So all gloss Mod Podge and just the little napkins and the tablecloth. Anyway, I just thought it ended up being really fun, really colorful. I feel like kids would love this craft. And then I was lucky enough, I got a grab bag from Michael's that had these beautiful bright flowers in it. I think they're hibiscus is what they're supposed to be, I think, but just really bright and beautiful, reminded me of my mom. So I cut the big stem off of it so that it would fit down inside the vase, and it just adds even more colors to this fun little vignette. So I can't wait to put it all together as a real ofrendas. I'm gonna do one more video for this too, so be sure to watch out for that. I'll have at least 5 more ideas for sure. And then just remember to check out those little skull beads. I'll have the link to those in my description box if you're interested. They are from BeeBeeCraft, and I'm lucky enough to be in the BeeBeeCraft program where they send me some products to try out, and I'm really impressed. They've sent me super great quality products, so super happy with that. And here's everything all together. And I can't wait to show you guys the other projects I've been working on, so be sure to come back, hit the notification bell. I don't have regular scheduled videos, so that bell really helps you guys to know when I have posted a video. It will send you a link for sure. And if you're subscribed and you're part of my crafty tribe, I just want to thank you guys so much for always coming back and being so supportive and encouraging. And if you haven't subscribed, hopefully you'll consider it. Hopefully something in this video has inspired you today. And here is a look with the candles and those little funny tea lights that change color. I just love those. I thought they were so fun. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you very soon in the next video. Have a great week.